Our next speaker is Suzanne Aresco. Suzanne is currently the manager of travel product vendor relations and marketing for the American Automobile Association Allied Group in Hartford, Connecticut. Suzanne travels a lot. She told us in her portfolio that, and I quote, "Continuing my education is a natural extension of how I feel about traveling," as she attributed the following quote to St. Augustine, who said, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page." With Suzanne today are members of her large Sicilian family. There they are, including her husband of 29 years and her children. Please welcome Suzanne Aresco.
Thank you, Professor Swopis. Wow, I cannot believe that I am standing here. I did it. We did it. We are now all finally college graduates. So many times I have sat in meetings where I've been challenged to think outside of the box. And that is exactly what I did with my decision to enroll in the UMass Amherst University Without Walls program. I thought to myself, no walls, no box. It doesn't get any better than that to complete my undergraduate degree. I know from reading introductions the first week of every class that many of you are like me. I started college years ago, in my case, 33 years ago, and I earned my associate's degree, and I always felt incomplete because I didn't finish. I had a job that did not require a bachelor's degree, but I wanted that degree, and I wanted to advance in my career. I wanted to have the education, and I wanted to feel complete. And like many of you, life got in the way. And it went by fast. But at some point, I wanted it bad enough to make it a priority, to make my education a priority. It would have been easy to say no to the voice in my head that said, I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. I'm too busy. But like many of you, I'm stubborn. And I don't like to take the easy way out. In the end, I went back because the drive to earn my degree finally outweighed those voices, and because I had someone in my life, my husband, who told me that I could do anything that I wanted to do, and not anything I set my mind in. I also had family, friends, and employers that supported and encouraged me along the way. Each of us today traveled a different path to get here. We all had challenges, and I am sure that I am not the only one who was frustrated at times and thought about giving up. Who here besides me recalls sitting at your kitchen table crying over a test or a homework assignment? Who else had a general education class that was almost the death of them? And I cannot be the only one in this room who could not figure out the Hardy-Weinberg frequency table in anthropology class. Am I? And I know that I'm not the only one here that strived for A's in every class. I recall a conversation with my advisor, Cynthia Swopis, as I struggled in one of my courses. And she told me that adult learners set the highest standards for themselves. And I believe that. I know I am not the same student now as I was in high school when I was 18 years old. Excuse me. Recently, I took an online course with traditional students, and it was a very different experience than taking a course with you fellow UWW students, who often had whole other lives and years of work and life experience under their belts. All of you in this room know what it's like to really want this degree. And all of you made sacrifices. You've had barriers in front of you, you've had to overcome things to get here, and all of you appreciate learning and strive to do your best in every class, even if it's an introductory to chemistry class and you're 52 years old like me with a concentration in sales and marketing. The UMass Amherst University Without Walls program has the perfect roadmap for success, and I'm in the travel business, so I love maps. An academic advisor who is there for you, and I know I could not have finished this without the support and encouragement of Professor Swopis. a degree plan that's like a guidebook to graduation, and I loved looking at that and checking off box by box as I completed those courses. Online courses that allowed us to complete our coursework whatever time it was and wherever we were in the world. And in fact, UWW made it possible for a travel person like myself to complete coursework while waiting in dozens of domestic and international airports and while flying 35,000 feet above the earth. Next, UWW offered us the opportunity to earn credit for our professional trainings and certifications. And what about that portfolio for prior learning? It allowed us to bring in work and life experience that we brought to the table. The thought of it made me want to run and hide at the beginning, and after completing it, I felt like I climbed the highest mountain and conquered it. When I started college in the 80s, I went to an all-girls college. I had a dress code, and I took personal development to learn how to dress for an interview. And now, 33 years later, I learned how to navigate online courses, Blackboard Learn, on my laptop, iPad, and my smartphone. I learned how to post on discussion boards during meetings, dinner, while watching TV, and in flight. And I also learned how to chat with an amazingly diverse cohort of fellow students from across the country and around the world. So, as I stand here today, I represent working mothers and fathers, single parents, and those of you who are taking care of your parents. Those of you who are starting new careers, and those like myself who are seeking growth within their own current field. I am a mom who put away money for their college children fund and then decided it was my turn. I stand for all of you who completed assignments late at night, early morning, or on your lunch break, after business meetings, after putting the kids to bed, or while traveling for business. I am a superwoman, a multitasker, an overachiever, and a lifetime learner just like you. And now, just like you, I am a graduate of the University of Massachusetts, one of the best public universities in the country. We are now all alumni. And I, for one, will wear this title proudly and will become an advocate for the UWW program. Please don't forget UMass when you leave here today. Please help others like you and me get their opportunity to stand here as well and fulfill their dreams of a college education. I would like to thank my husband, Lou, of 29 years for his support and encouragement. I would like to thank my children, my family, and my weird friends. And AAA, and all of you who allowed me to phone a friend for homework help, and you know who you are. This was not easy for me, juggling school with work and family responsibility, and I'm grateful for everyone who believed in me and pushed me on. So, in closing, I invite us to take in this moment. Please, stand up. Take a deep breath, look around at your fellow graduates, your family, your friends, your professors, and take in the love and support in this room. We did it. We overcame challenges, conquered obstacles, and faced our fears with the support of the people in this room. We did it. Congratulations to the UMass Amherst University Without Walls class of 2016. Be loud, be proud, and go UMass.